Bizarre mobs and weird surprises. This is the Cursed add-on by Time Trap Studios. The add-on that can twist Minecraft into something weird. But is it all cursed fun? Or is it just a weird nightmare? So the Cursed add-on comes in at 990 mine tokens and is also 12 megabytes in size on the PS5 Pro. So if you're interested in storage size, just bear that in mind. And when you spawn into a brand new world, like I have here in this creative flat world, you're given the Cursed guidebook, which is a spawnable 3D interacting book. And it says, "Welcome to the Cursed add-on 1.0 by Time Trap Studios." So alluding to future updates here. It says, "Get ready to step into a world where reality blends and the familiar turns strange. In this mind-melting add-on, mobs have been completely reimagined in ways that defy logic. Prepare for unpredictable encounters, chaotic surprises at every turn, whether you're running from something disturbingly familiar or laughing at the sheer madness unfolding before you. One thing is certain, your world will never be the same again. Dare to embrace the weirdness, then dive in and let the chaos begin." You've got at Time Trap Studios there as well with some contact information here. And then to craft this book, if you lose it, it's 1 rotten flesh, 1 book and 1 spider's eye. If we carry on in, we get straight into business with a few of the cursed mobs that are added. Now, I'm not going to show you all of what happens in this. This is obviously an add-on where surprise and shock is going to matter. This is definitely a meme add-on. So we'll be looking at what you get, but we won't necessarily look at every kill or drop that we get. I will spawn in every mob and we'll look at all the items and what they do, but we're not going to look at all the drops and stuff. So just bear that in mind. But you can see here, we've got, for instance, a cursed zombie. It's just a chill guy enjoying his music, occasionally attacks. And when he drops, or what he drops, sorry, is a cursed note block. You've got cursed skeletons here, which are super chill and lazy, just isn't bothered by players, but if annoyed, will misdirect an arrow or two, and he drops sunglasses. There's also a cursed creeper, which is explosive fun with their array of colors and confetti. There's a cursed spider, made of balloons, they're now weirder than ever. Cursed enderman, teleports the player to a random nearby location when stared at. And a cursed villager with a laugh not to trust. Villager is ready to give you some absurd trades, so be on guard. And then there's even more here as well. We've got a pig, a cow, a chicken, a sheep, a horse, a wolf. We're going to spawn all of these in, but do make sure you read the book if you want to know what they do, or go in blind and have a look what happens when you kill some of these guys and when you interact with them. But there is page upon page, and there's about, I think it's 86 or 87 different mobs in this add-on, and I believe they're counting a cursed minecart as well as something here too. So let's just carry on going through. The cursed turtle, cursed vex, cursed vindicator, wither skeleton, cursed wither, wandering trader. We've got zoglins, zombie villagers, and zombified piglins as well. There is also a cursed ender dragon. So we will look at the ender dragon, we will look at the cursed warden, and we will look at the cursed wither today as well. And then you've got the recipes. So you can create a painted shell brush, electric spear, cracked wither chestplate. Everything is here in the book, so you can see how to craft them. You can also pull in the wither, which is 4 soul sands and 3 bone shards, but the middle shard must be placed last. And then there's a whole list of all of the cursed items and how you use them and what they do. There's also a list of the cursed spawn mobs in the overworld, never and end. And that's the book there. So I have absolutely no idea what this is going to do. Please do make sure you leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get in and let's first of all have a look at what new items you get in this add-on. And so the cursed add-on gives us a ton of new items here. So let's start at the top and see what we've got. We've got a snow golem claw, a cursed parrot button, a yawning horn, a unicycle, a stitched flesh, a straw. We've also got a stitched core and a protein bar. So let's see what a few of these do. So what does the golem claw do? I mean, you can hit with it, I guess. Can you interact? Oh, you can interact. I don't know what that did. Hang on. Nothing. What does that do? I can't see what that's doing. Oh, it's like firing something. Okay. Ah, there you go. It fires a shot off. Okay, then you got a cursed parrot button. It makes a different noise depending on what you push. Alright, so this seems to just make a different noise from what I can tell. Okay, we've then got a yawning horn. Which makes you yawn. Okay, we've got a unicycle, which you can place down. And then if I throw this to the side, if I interact with it. Ah, yeah, here we go. It's a bit of a shame that your legs don't reach. A bit weird to drive as well. But at least we've got a unicycle going on here. For some transport. Can you jump with it? You can. Do some little tricks and stuff. All right, fair dues. There we go. We've got a stitched flesh. What does this do? Nothing. Okay, that doesn't do anything. A straw, which seems to give you water breathing too. Okay, so you can breathe underwater with this. We've then got a stitched core. Oh, what? I've morphed into... What is this? This is some beastie beast right here. Okay. I've morphed into something. I've been given resistance and invisibility. I've got super speed. I'm very slow on a backwards run. Okay, what do you interact? No, crouch. No, what do you do? How do you... Okay. It was either interact or crouch. Got me back to being me. Fair enough. And then we've got a protein bar, which you can eat. And that gives you strength too. Okay. Some very weird items there to begin with. And then I've just picked them all straight back up again anyway. But all right, fine. Definitely some meme potential here. We've got a pork chop, a piñata, a painted shell brush, painted shell, new day, ink tentacle, inflation potion, and a gym bottle. So let's see what these do. Gym bottle. We can drink it. It gives us haste too. Okay. An inflation potion. Whoa. Okay. What? What did that hang? What? Wait a minute. That just made my top half massive. Why? Why did that make my top half massive? Let me go into this, and then I'll tell you what we can do as well. Let's go into survival, and let's just see what this actually does. Game mode, survival. Okay, and then inflation potion. Oh, okay, so my torso goes massive, and now I'm floating, and then we get slow falling. So you're not just going to immediately die by taking that. All right. Then got an ink tentacle. Whoa. Okay. Just splashes out ink everywhere. Right. What does New Day do? What did that do? It's a new day. Yes, it is. What did that do? I don't know what that did. Maybe we can have a look. See, let me just punch this one. New day. Interact to make it daytime. Ah, okay. So if it was nighttime. So if we go into no, game rule, sorry. I will remember all of these one day. Game rule, that's not right. Do daylight cycle, and then true. Thank you. Then we're going to want to set it to nighttime. Like so. Go back into creative so I can just grab this easy. Welcome to me struggling with the commands. Boom, there we go. All right, so where was it? New day. It's nighttime. You can see the moon, interact, and it becomes daytime. All right, so it just changes the time. Fair dues. Painted shell. Doesn't seem to do anything here. What does the book say? Painted shell. Right click to paint wool. Okay, we'll grab some wool then. Let's just see how this works. Wool. Let's go for a nice orange one, shall we? Right, well, right click to... no, hang on. That one. Survival. Doesn't want to do anything. Painted shell brush makes that white. What? Painted... Hang on. Where's it gone? Painted shell brush. Right click to paint wall. I did that. And it didn't do it. Do I have to, like, make it a certain color? How do you... This doesn't make sense. What's the next one called? Painted shell brush. Right click to paint wall. Oh, hang on. Painted shell in general. What is a painted shell? Okay, so paintbrush paints the wall. A painted shell isn't here in the list. All right, so I assume that does nothing then. Whereas a painted shell brush, you can click on it, and oh, and it randomizes the color. Okay, that answers the next question then. I was wondering, how do you change the color? But you can paint it and it just makes it a different color. If I break it then, it keeps the color. Okay, that's good. Piñata, you can only hang it. All right, I can try this. Let's put this up here. Purple wall light. So grab that. Piñata. Whoa. Okay. Fair enough. We've got a piñata here. I'm going to punch it. It's an entity. It's a wriggly entity. Is it a witch? Look at the nose. It's taking some damage, whatever it is. Hang on. I've got something for this. Grab that. All right. What did that just drop? That just dropped a whole load of stuff. 1 second. That dropped cocoa beans, gunpowder, amethyst shard, and lime dye. All right. A bit weird, but fair dues, fair dunkum. And then we've got pork chops. You can eat these either when you're not hungry, and it gives you slowness and strength too. So it slows you down, but makes you stronger. Okay. Very weird selection of stuff here. Definitely meme potential as far as I'm seeing. We've then got glitchy essence, fungal hide, explosive egg, cursed ender pearl, electric tadpole hair, dizzy leap, croissant, and a cracked wither shard. So we'll go back into survival again, just in case. Glitchy essence. Okay. If you eat that, it does that weird glitchy stuff. All right. Fungal hide. Can't do anything with that. Maybe it's a craftable. Explosive egg. Whoa. All right. You throw that. That's a weapon. Did half a damage. Cursed ender pearl. Interact. Okay. Right, did that always send you to where you're looking, or where is that? Cursed ender pearl. Let's try. So I'm looking over in that direction. That is kind of where I was aimed, right? Is that where I was at? Cursed ender pearl over there. Oh, it's slightly off because I aimed it there and it put me over there. All right, so it's a slightly off aim ender pearl. Electric tadpole hair. No, that's a crafting thing. Dizzy leap. Oh, okay. You get a little bit of a jump with a cooldown. All right, I'm with that. Croissant. You can eat it, but there's no animation on it. There is in third person. Doesn't seem to do anything other than just fill your hunger, I guess. And then cracked wither shard. Doesn't let you do anything with that. Okay. Next up after that, we've got... Where are we? We're down here. We've got chocolate milkshake. We've got cursed carrot. Broken controller. Berry milkshake, balloon. We've also got a cursed note block, a cursed flower, and a colored slime. Okay, let's see what this looks like then. Colored slime. Like, that's every color under the sun. Bit of glitchiness going on at the bottom there. Ooh, okay. This looks like one of those things that like 3-year-olds paint and then every parent puts on their wall or on their fridge. You know, the ones that's like, oh, my child... They're Michelangelo in disguise. Yeah. Oh, okay. Next up, we've got cursed flowers, which we can place down here. Why do I feel like that should do something? What does that do? Hold on. Hold on. Let's read the book. Cursed flower. Somewhere up here. No, it's not. Flower. Flower. It's not here. If it is here, I can't see it. It just looks like a flower. I don't see it on the cursed items here. Okay. Let's give it a bit of a test then. Where did I put it? Over there. Right. We're going to go survival. Let's break it. Oh, wow. So when you try to break it in survival, it's like punching stone. Okay. Is that always the case? Yeah. You can't interact with it either. All right, cool. Cursed note block. Oh, all right. So if you interact with the cursed note block, it plays weird sounds. That is incredibly annoying. Okay. We've got a balloon, which gives you a levitation 2. Hello, how you doing? This is my balloon. How are you? And then when we drop, we don't get slow falling. We just die. Okay. We then get, or not die, but we take damage. We get berry milkshake, which you can drink. And it gives you, what did that give us? That gives us speed, I think. Yeah, speed 2. And then we've got chocolate milkshake, which gives us jump boost. Now, berry milkshake and chocolate milkshake, I believe, can come from the cursed cow. So just bear that in mind. Got a broken controller, which we can interact with, but it doesn't seem to do it. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's a weapon. It's like a weapon. It does some form of damage. I'm guessing. Okay. Cursed carrot. Oh, it takes damage. Oh, you get poisoned with a cursed carrot and you get speed. All right, fair enough. Okay, so don't use that carrot to heal yourself. That's interesting. And then coming up next, we've then got a broken keyboard. We've got a popular gift and a ocelot prism. All right, so broken keyboard. What does that do? Nothing. You can place it. Oh, you can just place it down as a block. Okay, can you place down the controller? No, that's... Oh, yeah, you can. No, you can't. Okay. But you can place that down. What happens if you try to break that? Just a block. It breaks quite quickly. Okay. The popular gift. What does this do? Interact on it? No. Break it? It gave me wool. Okay. And then ocelot prisms. What does this do? If I interact on this, nothing. If I punch it, takes a little while to break. Okay. Shouldn't probably be punching this. And then it breaks like glass, but you can drop it. Right, so what do those two do then? What does the gift do? I'm sure it doesn't just give you wool. Popular... Where are we? Popular gift? Doesn't tell you on here. And neither does it tell you for the ocelot prism either. Okay, can we maybe see it somewhere? Does it have it anywhere written on here? Explosive eggs gives random something or other. Okay, so the cursed ocelot drops the ocelot prism. Place it to attract hostile mobs. So it attracts hostile mobs apparently. Ah, cursed flowers are iron flowers. And then it's a troll. Look, they mine as long as obsidian. All right, that makes sense. Right then. Okay, and then what was the other thing? The popular gift. Is that in here? Break it for goods. Okay, so it does just give you like treats. Is it always? It's not always wool though, is it? That one gave snowballs. Okay, so it's not really worth the paper it's printed on, I guess. Those are the items that are in the add-on. Some definite meme potential stuff here. Very weird. Very dodgy. Let's go and see what weapons and armors we get in this add-on. Right then, so we get a handful of different armor pieces and we get 2 weapons in this add-on as well. So let's start by looking here with the sunglasses. So if we put these on, covers over my closed eye, we get fire resistance, infinite. All right, I mean, don't know what we need fire resistance for, but okay, not bad. Next up then, we've also got the bat helmet, and the bat helmet gives us night vision. All right, so it's essentially dynamic light to a degree. Okay, next up we've got springy boots, which if we put these on, I can interact to put them on. What's this? Oh, it gives you jump boost free, and you should not be in creative when you're doing that. Okay, let's go into survival. Doing. No sound effects. That's a shame though. I would have preferred to have like a doing 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 every time you jump. I mean, we're going full meme potential here, right? But unfortunately it doesn't seem to be the case. Next up, we've got these here, which are called armadillo leggings. If we put those on, we get resistance as well, and that's how they look on there. Wow, look, I look cursed right here. Okay, fair dues. I mean, it fits the name, doesn't it? There we go. Next up on the back of this guy, we've got the Cloak of Shadows. Can interact to put it on, and we get invincibility 2. So nobody's going to see me coming here. Look at this. I mean, I am very much invisible. Inconspicuous. You would never know I was here. Honestly. Absolutely invisible. Next up, we have... What's this on here? This is the Cracked Wither chestplate, which if we put that on... What does this do? This seems to give us a lot. Speed 2, strength 2, jump boost 2, regeneration, and wither effect here. I mean, it looks kind of cool as well, really, on us. Kind of like a shroud. Okay. I have to say, I'm not one for the sense of humor here, to be fair, but If this is what some people like, then this is what some people like. Hopefully I'm showing you guys enough here to see what's inside. There's a couple more armor pieces left. I just want to make sure that I've cleared that. Thank you. What else do we have? So over here, we've got dolphin leggings. Oh, tell me you don't have to kill the dolphins. You put those on, you get conduit power. Okay, I thought you had night vision as well, but no, you get conduit power there. All right. And then over here, we have rollers. So if we put these on, oh, it just makes you fast. Okay. Like you're rollerblading. Okay, I like that. There's a few funny ones here. All right, not bad. Not ha ha ha, laugh out loud funny kind of things, but there are a few funny ones here nonetheless. And then if we get rid of a couple of these things just to make me some space, we have a full armor set here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 4. Thank you. Duck boots, duck leggings, duck chest plate, and duck helmet. I'm a duck. And we get resistance 2. Okay. Quack, quack. I'm a duck, I guess. Fair enough. Okay. Okay, fine. It's very weird. Very, very weird. And then those are the rollers as well. All right, cool. And then over here, we've got 2 weapons. So we have an electric spear. Very small spear right there. And if we interact with it, first one did nothing. Second one does a lightning strike. Same again. Am I taking damage? No. But we can just summon a lightning strike where we're pointing. Like so. It doesn't seem to damage any blocks, which is a bit of a shame, but okay. And then lastly then, we have a charming sword. The charming sword does 3 attack damage. If we grab this again, this does no attack damage. All right, cool. Fair dues. Oh, we can interact with the charming sword. What does that do? It makes everybody love me. Look, if I interact, I got all the hearts in the world. What does that do? Why does that do something like that? What does it say in the book? Let's go and have a look. What does the charming sword do? And why do people love me? Charming sword. Interact to damage mobs close to you. Oh, you damage them with kindness. Look at that. Love me and you get hurt. There you go, I guess. Before we go then, let's just have a look. Are these enchantable? So we're going to go and grab... Can I put mending on my sunglasses? Not in that order you can't. And not in that order you can't. Okay. What about my springy boots? No. What about my charming sword? No. My staff? No. My diamond pickaxe? Yes. All right, so it doesn't look like these are enchantable. So the weapons and the armor's not enchantable. It's been a while since we last had weapons and armors that weren't enchantable. But let's go and see what mobs we've got. And let's highlight a few of them. I don't want to ruin the whole experience, but let's go and see what mobs we've got and spawn them all in. So let me just clarify, because I stumbled at the end there slightly. We are going to spawn in every mob in this add-on, but we're not going to go around and like interact with all of them. I'm just going to spawn them in to show you what they look like, and then a few of them are going to stay secret for you, and any that I'm interested in, we might delve into a bit more. So we'll start at the top. We've got a dummy emerald, and we've got a dummy diamond. So let's see what happens here. Dummy emerald, dummy diamond, okay. And then what happens with these then? I'm going to go into survival for this. Can I pick it up? No. Okay, so that's why they're dummy diamonds and dummy emeralds, then they're not pick upable. You sit here and lose your life trying to make sure that you can pick those up. Okay, fair dues. Next up then, we'll go for the top row. We've got a cursed silverfish, cursed skeleton, cursed salmon, cursed llama, cursed pillager, cursed turtle, cursed hoglin, and cursed rabbit. Now, is the sunlight going to affect these? Let's go for the silverfish, because the hive gets everywhere. Okay. I mean, it looks nice. Very big and bulky. Very very buggy as well. Not buggy as in broken, but buggy as in insecty. We've got a cursed skeleton. All right, well, he's not burning. He's just chilling. Look at that. How you doing, buddy? You good? You okay? How are you? Can I interact with you? Oh, if you interact with him, he picks up his I'm taking my bench and I'm going home. I want nothing to do with you. Is that me interacting with him, or has he just decided to do that on his own? No, he's just done that on his own. That's got nothing to do with me interacting with him, I don't think. Okay, if I punch him. Doesn't seem too interested. He just wants to live his best life. Okay, cool. We've got a cursed salmon. Do you take any damage by not being in water? You're not moving. He's got a little. He's got a bear in his mouth. Seems to be able to live in the non-water areas as well. There's a cursed llama. Hello. What happens if we go into survival? Oh, fireball! I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Fair dues. We've got a cursed pillager here. Let me go back into creative. Oh wow. Okay. He's a teenager. Look at that. He's got his keyboard. He's got his headset. All right. Okay. Cursed turtle. He's a paintbrush dude. How did you get your paintbrushes stuck there, mate? Are you all right? He's a painter. Michelangelo. How are you, buddy? Cursed hoglins. Very green, very weird legs. All right. Cool, cool. Cursed rabbit. Look at that guy. Okay. Interesting. Definitely the meme culture here for real. Next up, we've got Shulker, the warden, the ocelots, the sheep, a mushroom, a vex, a minecart, and a sniffer. So Shulkers. Gonna punch him. Open up, bro. Open up. What'd you look like? Open up. You're not as ugly as you think you are. He doesn't want to open up. He really doesn't want to open up. Survival. Oh, hello. You got... Yeah. Whoa. Back up. So that was like a jack in the box there. That rabbit just jumped. Okay. So we're going to do that again. So it seems, no matter where I'm standing... Buddy, can you go away? Let's go over here. No matter where I'm standing, he seems to bounce you up. Yeah, if you're close enough to trigger it, he bounces you up. Okay, and then it's a clown. Of course it's a clown. All right, next up we've got a warden. Right. Okay, he's got a nice little shirt on. You all right, mate? Let's go into survival. Whoops. Wait. He's got Zeds on his head. He's sleepwalking. He's sleep wardening. He doesn't seem to want to attack me. He's just asleep. What if I hit him? No, he's just asleep. Okay, fair dues. Ocelot. Oh, he's chasing a red laser dot. I'm going to need you to leave me alone, mate. Thank you. Okay. What the... First of all, it's a robotic cat. Second of all, he's chasing a red dot laser. All right. Cursed sheep. Wow, how am I supposed to know what wool you are, mate? What happens if we shear this guy? 1, 2, 3 over here. And then we're going to grab the shears. Thank you. What color do you give me? All of the colors. All of the colors there. Obviously, there's no grass around, so I don't know if he's going to eat grass to get his stuff back. Let's try grass again. Let's grab this. We'll get rid of the book. Thank you. Drop this down. Do you want to jump on that? Do you want to eat that? Whoa. Oh, okay. And then he's got like pushback. Oh, do you replen your wool based on eating grass like the rest of the sheep, or? No, he's just, don't come close to me, look. Don't stand so close to me. All right, fair dues, no worries. Next up, we've got mushrooms. Hello, mate. How you doing? With the little building inside. I like this little diorama. I think that's really cool. We got a cursed vex. Oh, you look evil. All right. A minecart. Right. Why are you inside the block? Is that why you're cursed? Because you're inside a block? Are you supposed to be inside a block? I think you are supposed to be inside a block. Can't really tell. Yeah, they seem to spawn inside a block. All right, then you got a sniffer. Oh, we have to, don't we? We have to see what happens when we kill this guy. What happens when you kill a sniffer that seems to be full of ore? Well, first of all, you need to get the sword. That's number 1. Thank you. Over here. He drops emeralds. Does he drop all that? Like, does he only ever drop emerald? Or is it like random? It's random. Okay, so he'll randomly drop ores that he has on his back. Interesting. I don't even think we're halfway through. There's so many of these guys. What else do we have up here? So where was we? We had... Got to work out where we was now. Sniffer. So we've got a fox, vindicator, zoglin, polar bear, zombified piglin, zombie villager, cursed cat, and cursed zombie. So we got a fox. We might fly through a few more of these just to see how they look. He looks like a thief in the night. I know this guy steals from your inventory. I know that one. There is so the vindicator here. Also, cursed fox just stole cursed zombie villager spawn egg. Hey man, I was using that. Do you mean I wasn't even finished? All right, zoglin here as well. Cursed polar bear. How you doing, mate? Zombified piglin. Oh, that's what we morphed into. Okay, that makes sense. We've got a cursed cat. All of the lasers coming off of his head. Okay. Zombie. None of them affected by sunlight. This guy's just bouncing. He's loving life. Any variations? No, no variations. All right. Now, there was one, obviously, that we missed. So, where is it? Was it him? Zombie villager. Yeah, let's try him. Boy, he's a little bit scary. Okay. Next up, where are we at? This one? Cursed zombie. No, we did that one. So, we've got magic fire carpet, cursed stray. Okay. This he's raving. He's raving. That kind of scared me. Husk, tropical fish, skeleton horse, piglin brute, cursed villager, and strider. So let's go over here. Got a stray. Guy's got some massive legs. He's on a roller. Okay. Cursed squid. Doesn't seem to be affected by not being in water. Husk. Oh man, I hope these are copyright free. But he's a busker. Okay. Tropical fish. Okay. It's Finding Nemo at least. Skeleton horse. This guy's grooving as well. Why is everybody playing music? Yep, he's definitely grooving. Okay. Piglin brute. Oh, look at the little guy. Oh, that's so cute. Cursed villager. I don't trust this guy. Okay. All right, that guy's so scary. His hair was running away from his face. Cursed strider. Oh, wow. All right, those are some long legs. All right, let's carry on then. Oh, what magic fire carpet we didn't look at. What does this do? Can I interact with that? All right, so you can fly this, essentially. Okay. Why not? What else we got here? Tropical fish. So we were somewhere else. Piglin brute. Let's go here. So Ravager, Wolf, Iron Golem, Wither Skeleton, Phantom, Wither, Spider, and Cursed Witch. These guys are relentless with the music. So Cursed Ravager. Why are you like... Okay, never mind. Cursed Wolf. I mean, some of them look really cute. Cursed Iron Golem. Oh, he's picked him up. He's picked him up. Put him down. The Ravager's going to kill him, though. What's he going to do with him when he's picked him up? I thought he was going to slam him. He killed him. Well done. Cursed Wither Skeleton. Right. Okay. Cursed Phantom. Okay. The Wither. Oh, let's get the Wither in here. Here we go. Oh, he's going to ruin everything, isn't he? I've just realized. Right. He's not doing much. Okay, fair enough. Cursed spider, so arachnophobia warning, and it's cursed, so just bear that in mind. Okay, he's made of balloons. That is scary. All right. Cursed witch. That is the pinata. Okay. I called that when we saw the pinata then. So what do we have next over here then? So cursed witch. I have to work out which one's a witch here. Is it that one? Yeah, it is. All right, so we're going to go for this one. Parrot, Wandering Trader, Trader Llama, Enderman, Tadpole, Snow Golem, Slime, Panda, and Pufferfish. So Parrot to begin. He's got a speaker in his chest. You're going to start playing music, aren't you? Yep. It just did a beep. Okay. Wandering Trader. Whoa. You right, buddy? He trades dirt for a diamond. Ah, for a dummy diamond. Okay, cool. I fell for that. I did fall for that. Trader Llamas. All right. Enderman. Oh. The picture on the Enderman kind of looked like Knuckles from Sonic. He kind of looks like he deserves to be in like Poppy's Playtime or something. Fair dues. Cursed Tadpole. Hi, how you doing? Snow Golem. What the? He died in the sun. Okay, so he was affected by the sun. All right. Cursed Slime. Weird color combinations. Panda. Oh, this one, you can drive this. You don't need a saddle for this, but you can drive the panda. There you go. And then lastly from this section, we've got a puffer fish here as well. Wow. If you walk into that, you've got trouble. What happens if I do walk into that? Nothing. Doesn't seem interested in me. Okay, next up then. 86 or so mobs this has, so just bear that in mind as well. Where are we? Panda. So we're on this one. Dolphin, Donkey, Drowned, Elder Guardian, Endermite, Ender Dragon. I'm not going to do that one. We'll do that at the end. Evoker, Goat, and Frog. So is there one for every animal? This is kind of crazy. The Cursed Parrot, which we did already. The Dolphin, for some reason, has like... Oh, he flies. Of course he flies. Okay. Donkey. I was hoping he was going to be the unicycle guy, but he's just like color explosion. Okay. Drowned. Another clown. Right. Elder Guardian. That is grim. What is that supposed to be? That is disgusting. Endermite, because the hive really is still around. Then we've got the Evoker. I like the badges. That's cool. Okay. The Cursed Goat with the springy boots. The Enderman and the Endermite are fighting. That rivalry will never end. The Cursed Frog. Okay. Some of these you just got to just say okay to, I guess. What we got here? Frog. So then we've got the Cursed Ghast, the Glow Squid, Cursed Guardian, Cursed Horse, Magma Cube, Mule, Pig, Piglin, and Creeper. So the Ghast. Oh, he's got a dummy in his mouth, innit? Yeah, okay. Saw that in the picture. How you doing, buddy? Do you fight? Oh, he cries and fires. You've heard of smiling and wave? Well, smile and wave, boys. Cry and explode, boys. Okay, that one there. We've got Cursed Glow Squid. Right. You can't see his face on the sides. Okay, fair dues. Cursed Guardian. A little one of those crazy ones. A Cursed Horse. There's the unicycle guy. Oh, wow. He jumped and it took him with him. All right. Magma Cube. Okay. The Mule. I like that, you know. I actually really like the hair on that guy. That guy's cool. The Pig. He's like a piggy bank. What happens if you kill him? I don't want to show too much in terms of what happens because, like, you have to experience it for yourself, I guess, right? That's the whole point in a meme pack. And I'm fully saying this is a meme pack here. Oh, it just gives you pork chops. I thought it gave you cash or something, but it doesn't. All right. Cursed Piglin. Hey, he looks cool with his little bag of gold. How you doing, buddy? You okay? And then a Creeper. Now, the Creeper, if I'm not mistaken, when he explodes, did nothing. I thought it healed you. Oh, it does. It gives you regeneration too. Okay. I thought it gave you instant health, but it gives you regeneration too. So where are we next then? That's the Creeper. So we're here. Cursed Cow, Cursed Cod, Cursed Chicken, Cave Spider, Breeze, Fogged, Boat, Blaze, and Bee. So let's get the Bee out here. Little Bee holding something. We've got the Blaze. Do you mind, bro? Okay. Again, quite horrible. A boat. Can I? It's a banana boat. Yeah, and you can sail it. You can also make it jump. Okay, I'm not a fan of making them jump, but okay. A Bogged. How you doing, buddy? You alright? Point Dexter, innit? Breeze. That looks a bit weird. Alright. Cave Spider, so arachnophobia warning again. Ugh. He's got redstone, he's got torches. And a cape. Fair enough. Chicken. Now, okay, the chicken, if I'm not mistaken, Oh, oh, whoa, whoa. Everything's trying to kill me. Everything's trying to kill me. Okay, okay. They don't do a ton of damage, but they all do try to kill you. A cursed cod. Oh, it's Captain America. Okay. And then a cursed cow. And then the cow. So the cow, if I'm not mistaken, I said it earlier, but we'll check it now. Bucket. Over here. We're going to go for this one. Let's grab that. So that looks like chocolate milk, and that's berry milk there. So when you milk the cow, you get the milkshakes. And then for the last set then, we've got the bat, the axolotl, the armadillo, the allay, the camel, and then the ender dragon. So the cursed bat. Just a little bat. Okay. Axolotl. Definitely color craziness going on here. A cursed armadillo. Wow, look at that. That guy's shielded. And jumping. Okay. An allay. A camel. That is creepy. This guy looks malnourished. Okay, and then lastly then, the ender dragon. What's happening? Why have I been taken? I don't know. But the ender dragon is a duck dragon. And very small, considering how big the entity thing is. And no boss bar either. Hang on. Is the wither bar overwriting that? 1 second. Let's try it here. No. No boss bar on the ender dragon. Interesting. That's weird. Okay. So hold my hands up. The whole meme potentialness of this really going over my head. I'm also in a very bad mental place right now as well, so I'm not finding it as funny as I probably should do. But those are all of the mobs that are on there, and I've highlighted a few of them that I wanted to check out myself, so you will need to go and experience how weird and wacky some of them are for yourself. We're going to load into an actual world now. We're just going to see what the spawns are like, and then we'll head to the end and we'll see if the ender dragon is real or a duck. If you enjoyed today's add-on reveal, please do leave a like on the video and drop a comment to let me know what you guys are thinking. If you're new to the channel, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as well. Also, if you have the means to, please do consider becoming a channel member today. Hit that join button, and for as little as $1.99 or $3.99, you can become directly responsible for helping create content on this channel. You also get your name at the end of descriptions, you get access to custom emojis, and you get a custom badge next to your name as well. All right then, so we're loading into the new world now then. Let's see what happens. Whoa, wasn't expecting my face to be right there. So what kind of spawn rate do we have with these guys as we fly around? Want to know whether or not we get vanilla spawns. I want to know whether or not we only get cursed. Very much interested in all of this. Obviously as well, we're probably in the worst biome for this as well, because we're in a snowy biome. So let's see if we can find ourselves a green plains area. In fact, what we can do, I normally have this on quick area, and of course the UI wants to mess up for me. TP, let's go 1,000, 10,000 even, 100, 10,000. Completely new place that we have never been. It's grassy. All right, so first thing we've seen straight away is a cursed mule. We've got cursed chickens over there. There's a standard villager. So the first two actual non-static mobs, I mean, because these guys spawn in the village, they're not spawning in the world, are cursed. What about if we carry on? Let's go over here, see what else we get. All right, no, we get a vanilla cow. Okay. What else? What else? Anything else coming in? Does it matter what we get? So we got a cursed pig over here. So it seems like a fair selection. We got the cursed sheep up here too. Maybe a little bit skewed in the area of the add-on. Well, we got like 4-2 at the moment. Let's carry on around here. What do we have over here then? Anything else? Just spawning in. Nothing really. Nothing really spawning in here. I do find that whenever I do these little sections, things never spawn in as fast as they do when I'm in survival. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe go in survival. Here we go. What we got? Anything for us? If it's a passive mob, no, it's not. It's a cursed mob. So I didn't mean passive, I meant vanilla. It's a cursed mob. So I'd say it's probably skewed a little bit towards the cursed mobs more than the vanilla. It's starting to feel a little bit more than a little bit as well. What happens if we set it to nighttime? Pop this out. We've got a cursed bee there as well. More cursed bees. I mean, for something like this, it's probably fair that you get the cursed stuff more than the vanilla. With it being a meme, like a meme pack and something that you just want to be joking around with. You don't want to be messing around with the vanilla style. You want the funny ones, I guess. And it seems to be the majority are the cursed. And then if we go into the end, so not game mode, set block is what I want here. Is the Ender Dragon the Ender Dragon, or does the Duck Ender Dragon replace our Ender Dragon? Let's have a look. No, our Ender Dragon's here. So where do you get the Duck Ender Dragon from then? Does it say? Does it say in the book where you get the Cursed Ender Dragon from? Cursed Ender Dragon, flying duck, blows bubbles to trap players and make them float into the air. I mean, it's not here. What if we kill this one? Will it come out if we kill this one? Every time. Thank you very much. Kill at E. Don't kill me. Thank you. All right, we had a cursed Enderman there. I'm just wondering if the Duck Ender Dragon like takes its place. Not really. Okay, well, if we go out as well, then let's teleport 1,000 blocks and see what we get if we teleport. Maybe it's just like a standard mob. It didn't have a boss bar, so maybe it's just a standard hostile mob. See what happens when we fly around. We've got an endermite over there. Okay. That wasn't an endermite. That was the other one. Sorry. I never remember what they're called, but part of the hive nonetheless. Yeah, not much. I don't know where you get that ender dragon from, to be honest with you. I will say immediately, though, obviously this kind of showcase isn't showing off the one important thing of an add-on like this, and that is kind of how to play in the world. You want to experience the whole thing, but hopefully I've given you enough of a look at what the mobs look like, how much content there is included, and given you a way of deciding whether or not you want to give it a chance. For me, it's not my kind of humor. I'll be completely honest with you there. But yeah, please let me know if you enjoyed this by leaving a like on the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this add-on. It's definitely a weird, wacky, and crazy add-on. It's definitely creative. It's just not there for me, I'm afraid. But if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!